Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Schmitz and I have your science video for the week. So this week we are going to be comparing temperatures of soil. We are learning about how the sun can heat the earth's soil. So to do this experiment, you are going to need your experiment guide sheet, which is maybe in a packet if your teacher has a packet, or in your resource area. It looks like this. Then you're going to need to go out to the pod to get your supplies. And when you read your science guide sheet, it's going to tell you that you need 1 cup of soil. I have 1 cup of soil. You're going to need a cup of water. You're going to get an empty cup, and then either you can ask your teacher, you can fill it up in the pod or in your teacher's classroom if they would rather you do that. And then you are going to need 3 thermometers, and you will get these from your teacher. Each teacher has their own thermometers, okay? So to do the experiment, you are going to need to fill your cup with water. So I'm going to go to the sink and fill it with water. And when I fill a cup with water, I don't need to fill it all the way up. I'm just going to fill it about halfway up. Just about halfway up. And when I look at my experiment guide, I'm going to read, it says number 1, put a thermometer in 1 cup of water and put a thermometer in a cup of soil. So I'm going to take my thermometer and see that red part down at the bottom. I want to make sure that that's really in the soil or really in the water. So as I do this, let's see if we can see here. Move the soil so I can really get that thermometer down in the soil. There we go. So I have my thermometer and my cup of soil, and then I have my cup of water, and I'm going to go ahead and put my thermometer in that as well. I'm going to go back and keep reading my experiment guide because that tells me step by step what I should be doing. Then it says to put the cups in a sunny spot and lay the other thermometer next to the cups. So I have a sunny spot in my classroom right here next to my window, so I'm going to put my cups right there. Okay, my soil, my water, and my thermometer is going to go right here on my windowsill. See them all there? Let's see. Okay. It says that I have to wait an hour. So we have timers in our classroom. I'm going to set a timer. If you don't have a timer, you can look to see what time it is on your computer and check back in an hour or later in the afternoon. Step 3 says to measure the temperature of the soil, water, and air. And we've learned how to measure temperature. It says to record and compare the temperature. So you're probably thinking, where should I record this temperature? When you're doing your experiment, on the second page, you have a paper, an experiment paper that goes with your lesson. So here's the experiment paper. It looks like this, and you should be filling this out as you go. So before you begin, you're going to think about your purpose. What do I want to find out? And you're going to write that in a nice, complete sentence. I want to find out, and then tell me. You're going to write your hypothesis or what you will test. And when we write a hypothesis, we start with if. So if I put a thermometer in soil, water, and on the ledge, and then you're going to tell me what you think will happen. Then you're going to think about your procedure. How are we using the thermometers? So you're going to give me a nice complete sentence. We are using the thermometers, and then tell me how. On the back is where we have our chart that we can record our data in, and our data is those temperatures. So at the beginning, you're going to put your starting temperature of the air, the water, and the soil, and then the ending temperature after they've sat there for an hour. And then we're going to write our conclusion. So how does the sun heat the earth's land, air, and water differently? And how do you know that? What did you learn from doing this experiment? And then I want you to think of one more question that you can ask about the earth's heat. Thanks so much. Have fun.